and intensity, right? The same thing with game number 1 and game number 2 here, guys, but regarding hand fighting, right? So, we need a volunteer. Who's fast? Like real fast. Some Shady's fast? Alright, some Shady, come here. So, the thing about hand fighting, guys, is it's like a little aspect of wrestling you gotta understand is called a spectrum, right? When you're hand fighting, there's 2 different verticals you can go, right? Some of you guys are gonna realize you're game number 1, right? Now, when I say game number 1, when I say hand fight, you take it literally. And I'm sure you all have wrestled people like this. I know I have. These are people that when you say hand fight, they mean business. You're wrestling them and it looks like this. Right? And if you wrestle these people the next day, you wake up, your whole neck is sore. Oh my God. There's even a college that wrestles this kind of style exclusively. Anyone want to guess? Oh, right there. It's got the shirt in the back.
Hey, that's my boy.
Those are Iowa guys. And they lost to Iowa guys. But in any case, Iowa. And you got number 2, game number 2. These are guys who like to hand fight with their feet. It sounds like a paradox, right? Because to them, it's about getting their toe as close to your toe. Do you see how I almost stepped on his foot, and what did he do? He stepped it back. Because that's what the game number 2 guys want you to do. They want to get their toe as close to your toe as possible. And do I want my head back? A lot of you guys realize if I did this in the game, what happened to my foot? He stepped right on it. But when I was calculated and I got my head down and I got it into my fake, was I able to pull my foot back really quick? Exactly. These are the Nashon Garretts, the Burroughses, the Johnni Mahals. They're here, and yeah, they'll use their hands a little bit, right? But it's really the feet that makes these guys, it's like they hit a big boogie bomb. You're wrestling a guy, you're like, you're exhausted because you don't know when they're gonna go, and then eventually they come and boom! They get you tired by moving your feet, right? So, game number 1, game number 2, and then everything in between. You guys gotta know, A, what kind of person are you in the hand fight by default? Are you a guy that's just like getting in there for the fight? Or are you more of a smooth guy who wants to come up, down, left, right, change your feet, fake a blind? Well, we're gonna find out. Because now, 3rd game, and this one's not really a game like we got push-ups. The game is we're playing in the hand fight. And the way you play in the hand fight is you try to get to your tops. So think of it like, if I get some JD here, if I get in an underhook, that's like a point for me. If I get 2, that's like 2 points. And if I could, and I make Joker touch the mat, that's like 3 points for me, right? But it's informal, right? And then obviously we can mix in the motion, the line, the 2-on-1, the elk, the drag, the front headlock, that's a point for me. And you just play, and you try to make good connections, right? Moving your hands, getting them where you want them, one of the most important parts of wrestling. Any questions? All right, so we're going to be playing around in there, kind of sparring, trying new things, up, down, left, right, underhook, overhook, top. Ready? 1, 2. Let's go. It's not live. Live is fight. This is more playing around. We don't want to hurt people. We just want to get into our ties like this one right here. Dragging. Nice. This is a good group right here. Nice. Push. Hugging. Oh, underhook the throw by shot again. He turns around. He says nothing doing. Stop. That's my fault. Nothing doing. You guys got nothing doing. He's going 2-on-1. Nothing doing. Hey, go. Oliver, go and change. Take me here. No. Mess him up. Tom. Good. Shake it out. Shake it out. Looking in though. Looking in though. Where's my fast guy? He's here. Two things I want to add really quickly without bringing it in. One thing I'm seeing a lot of, and I rarely say things like never do this, but does anyone know why I never want to do what I'm about to do? Ready? Look. Me versus him, and I do this. What did I do? Because I reached with my lead arm and my lead leg. When we reach, guys, closing the gap versus guy, it's really important that we want to close this gap with our opposite, right? And it's going to tie into the technique that we do. So really pay attention to this. Here on wrestling, my opposite hand comes in to make contact and break the distance. From here, my right arm goes to the head, a post, a club, a shoulder jab, a wrist and circle. Because once I bring my hand in and it closes this gap, then I bring in my other hand. Because now, if Slim Shady takes his shot, I'm back and I can wrestle and re-attack. Right? So I want to make sure you guys are reaching on the opposite side. Every time I see one person reach on the same side, guess what we're going to do? Well, it's like push-ups. And they add up really quickly. Then the second thing that I really want you guys to understand is a lot of you guys kind of look like Frankenstein up, right? You're too stiff, right? You got to make guys react. It helps in the hand fight. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what a lot of you should be incorporating, right? We're going to play a game. Keep your hand open. I'm going to put my hand through, and you got to close it. It's kind of like side. Did he do this?
Yeah. Dylan, with him.
With him?
With some shade.
You know what I'm going to do next? Why do you look at steel? You guys know what is the curved ball you're throwing this guy? A fake. So in your hand fight, we could make guys move without touching them, right? And that's, again, game number 2. If I'm here with Slim Shady, and I'm here, and I'm convincing, he takes that step back because a fake is kind of like a threat. A threat is kind of like a promise. And promises, we never what? No, never break. We never break our promises. Right? And if you threaten,
Never made.
and if you threaten and you promise, you have to what?
Deliver.
Mean it. Right? Because then what good is the promise or the threat? That's what a fake is. So if I'm threatening this guy, I'm promising, hey, I'm going to take you down. Hey, I'm going to take you down. Hey, I'm going to take you down. And then he acts like, I'm not scared of you. People told me that you're a liar. Are you going to let him call you a liar? No. So what are you going to do when he doesn't react? Hey, guess what? Boom! Last double. Right? That's what fakes are for. So on the hand fight again, we're playing around. I'm in here, boom, boom. Try to, get to your ties, but also be a little creative. Move your feet. Go on the other side. Look for a snap. Throw his leg under. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hey, twins out of both legs. All right? One more time. 1, 2. Playing in the hand fight, guys. Playing around the hand fight. Up, down, left, right, and opposite hand. Opposite hand. Opposite hand. Ready? 1, 2. Use it wisely.
We got it pretty late. We got close to the
I'm trying to do I
Where is my water?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good, buddy. That's where we're going tomorrow. No, I'm going to Travell.
Let me get another water.
It's Clark's on the
Huh?
It's Clark on the TV.
Really? Oh my gosh. That's just coming the other way.
You just hanging out with Javel tomorrow?
Yeah, yeah, he's getting started.
It's just a cricket, dude.
1 minute, guys. Caught off guard. What happened that way? 30 seconds, guys. Start bringing it back to shoes. Don't worry about it. You need to worry about your shoes.
Yeah.
That shoe's talking to me. You see this shoe's talking to me? Yeah. This shoe's yapping over here. I stole it. Look at the shoe that made it. 13. You ain't taking my shoes anyway. I don't need it. I really like these shoes at 13. You got the 6 foot 14.
You know what? Weirdly, there's a lot of kids. Yeah.
Stop messing. Stop messing.
Yeah.
Then you gotta go blindfold.
Ready? Ready? You do this. No, you do the cut. Hey, no, you win. You win. Oh, you win.
I got you. No,
Wait,
all right, time.
Yeah.
Bring it back in.
Back a lot. I don't know if you want to
Bring
know.
it back in.
Periodically.
Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring this thing on the toilet. Take a seat here. Face this way. I don't like face down. Toilet. This guy, Iowa guy over there. Look, I made one joke about Iowa. Now he's taking off his shoes and going home. It's crazy. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Tom Brand's a great guy. All right, guys, I need a volunteer, and the volunteer has to be okay with getting smacked.
Most will smack me all the time, so I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna go with him today.
No.
Trust me, trust me. I gave you the first shot. Okay, guys, so today we have technique, right? The goal of technique is to learn a new outlet for the sport. Even when I leave, Johnni leaves, Dan Gable leaves, you get to remember some of the things that we taught you, right? And the way that you do that is, did Johnni tell you about breakfast in the mornings? That's all I'm gonna tell you. Who here likes breakfast in the morning? Who here eats toast or bread with their breakfast? Sometimes? Do you ever get a piece of bread stuck in the toaster? Never? Who here has gotten a little piece stuck? And why don't you tell everyone here what you use to get it out? Does anyone know why that's really stupid?
Because you can get electrocuted.
You will get electrocuted, 100%. But you may notice he's still standing here. And guess why that is? Not luck. He has to do one thing before you. You gotta unplug the toaster.
I use a knife bottle.
It's the same thing. Doesn't matter what you use, if it is metal, you will die. And the reason that you don't die is because you have to take the plug, take it out of the outlet. What do we call it?
I'm gonna stick it all the way down. I don't. It's called
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't understand.
You stuck it? Oh, well, you're very lucky. Because you 100% should be electrocuted by now. So, one thing I gotta say, guys, like to have fun, we have to keep it rolling, keep it going. That's called a small detail that makes a what? Big difference. Every wrestling move, technique, style has that. And whether you remember any of the moves that I taught, or Johnny taught, or Dan Gable taught, no matter what happens, you can always keep this with you in your back pocket. What's the unplug the toaster detail of any move? Right? If I'm learning an underhook, Bridge love it. Make sure you ask him, hey, what's the little detail that matters here? He may not even know until you ask him. He'll go, oh, I'm glad you asked that. You see, I like to take my pinky and I turn it down. That's a small detail. And then all of a sudden, this guy's like, ah, that hurts a lot. So every move set up has it. And the reason that it's important to emphasize is because you guys are going to get clinic amnesia syndrome. Very, very detrimental. I've seen it happen across the country. That's when you learn a move or 1,000 moves all summer long, you go to camp, and what happens the first match of the season? I forgot all the moves. And then your parents go, what? I said I can't. And you're like, oh, right? We don't want that to happen. We want you guys to remember even broad strokes of it, and the way that that's possible to mitigate that is to show you guys the exact way that I learned it. Right? So today we're going to go over the 2-on-1. I don't know what they call this in Nebraska, but I was just in Minnesota and they call this a bald gopher. Bald. This is hairy. Bald. Right? I don't know why. In Nebraska, I don't know what they call this, but in New York, 2-on-1, Russian tie. And we're going to go over it today because it's a great move for everyone to learn. Boy, girl, young, old, slow, fast. And the way that I like to teach it is the exact way that I actually learned it. And to teach it to you that way, I have to take you back to when I was about 7. This is a messed up story. I actually feel really bad about this story because you'll see I was not innocent in this story. Who here wrestled when they were 7 or 8? Anyone? You? How much you weigh?
120.
Little fatty. There's no way you weighed 120.
Well, no, not that bad.
Yeah, and when you were 7, how much did you weigh? You still look fat. No, I'm just kidding. So, he weighed 50, 60 pounds, right? That's like, normal size, I guess. I wrestled with a kid who wasn't 60, he wasn't 70, he wasn't 80, he wasn't 90. He was 7 years old, about 8, and he was 100 pounds. Double zeros and not in a good way. He was more horizontal than vertical.
Is he 6 feet horizontal?
No, he was just this big. Horizontal, hasty, because he couldn't get out in the sun, and he had a problem with his ankle and his foot, so he couldn't really run. So he waddled, and he had, the sleep apnea, so he wheezed. And we called him the Penguin. Very messed up. See, you guys got cool nicknames.
Were you
We
that
bullied.
kid?
No, I bullied. So,
As you should.
so he was the Penguin, and you could hear him coming from down the street. Because when he walked, he wheezed. So they'd be like, oh, I think the Penguin's coming. And all you would hear in the distance was, and this kid had no business wrestling. I felt really bad. Why? Because nobody in the state of New York weighed the same as him. So he had to wrestle bigger and older kids. Kids who looked like they had a kid. And they used to abuse the Penguin. Penguin would go out there all happy. And these guys would come out like, what's so funny? And just make up moves. They would throw him across the mat and would poke him in the eye, and nobody felt bad for him. I even remember watching the Penguin wrestle, and he got duck undered by this one kid, duck undered, and the Penguin was like, Ruff is on my throat. And I swear I heard the ref go, I don't care, Daddy. And then the kid picks up the Penguin and choke slams him on the mat. The Penguin made a noise I will never forget. It was like this. Gets out, runs out of the gym, crying, just. It's really messed up. And the worst part about the story, actually not the worst part, it's a very interesting part, is his dad used come to all the matches, but like in disguise. So he'd be wrestling, you'd look in the corner, there'd be a guy like this, like, hiding. He would be dressed as like a janitor, or the hot dog guy, and we all knew that was his dad, and he was ashamed of the Penguin. So he never wanted to coach him. The kid went out there all by himself. Very sad story. But then, the week after the choke slam incident of 1999, we're all waiting at practice. He pulls up, just like me and Johnny did today, gets out of the car, and you could hear him. He had a bell around his neck, except it was, and he came right in, walked right up to us, and we knew there was a problem brewing. And he goes, "You don't even know what's about to happen." His dad comes in. He goes, "Hey, Dad!" His dad's like, "Yeah, son, what's up?" And he goes, "I got something to say to you in front of all my friends." And his dad's like, "Okay, what is it?" And he goes, "I hate wrestling. I'm gonna quit. This sucks." And his dad, before gaslighting was a thing, gaslit him. Made him believe he was crazy. "Son, what happened? You know I'm not at any of your matches. I don't know what's going on." He goes, "Oh, you don't know? Look at it." Pulls his shirt. He had the handprint on his throat. "They choke slammed me. They told me I look like an ostrich." Like all this crazy stuff, and the dad denies it. His dad's like, "Oh my God, son, I had no idea this was happening to you. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, it'll never happen." And he goes, "Oh yeah, you didn't know?" He pulls out like a Polaroid Hello Kitty camera, like a toy camera that like shouldn't actually be able to make photos. That wasn't the point of the thing, but it had some like pictures of his dad, and he goes, "This you!" He had the receipts. He's like, "This is you. Look, hot dog guy, boom. Alligator salesman, boom. Policeman, I knew it was you. Confess." I've never seen this before. And his dad instantly confessed, and the Penguin said, "Why are you ashamed of me?" And his dad actually had a really good point. His dad goes, "Ashamed of you? Son, I did that because I like care about you. You come from a family of great wrestlers. I was a national champ. Your uncle was a national champ. And everybody says that you look like an Antarctica bird. I didn't want to put pressure on you to win when it doesn't matter. Do you remember your record from this year?" No. And that was a few months ago. So I promise you, he said to him, no one's going to remember what you did here, or in a year, or even your entire middle school, high school career. It's what the next result that you chase now, and the process that corresponds with it. His dad is very wise. And he goes, "I never thought about it that way. I don't care. I don't want to win. I don't need to win, but help me defend myself. I can't keep doing this." So he goes, "You know what, son? I've never known that you cared this deeply about wrestling and defending yourself. I'm going to help you. I'm so proud of you. You did such a good job. You know what? This is going to be okay." And that's when he just smacked him.
Penguin?
Very good acting. Give him the Oscar. Good acting. Smacked him. And everyone, you could hear a pin drop in the room. Everyone was like, you ever been around your friend's house and they get smacked and you're just like, pretend you didn't see it?
Yeah.
Penguin flips out. "What are you doing? Why did you hit me?" He's like, "Oh, I didn't need to. It was a gust of wind." And you can understand. Smacked him again. Penguin gets up. "Dad, what are you doing? You're embarrassing me in front of my friends." We're behind him like this. He's like, "Oh, you want to be good at wrestling? I'm so sorry. I keep mishearing you." Smacked him a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth time. Probably shaved off 10 IQ points. Kid forgot his own name after this, right? And then, no, I wish. And then finally, someone smacks you even one time. What do you want to do right now? You want to smack her back. But I know what you guys are saying. Can't smack your dad. Well, can you? You're going to tell me none of you went back to your room after fake crying? You're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Dad." You close the door. "Oh, I'm so sorry." You go to the pillow. You're like, "What I would do? I would punch you in the leg." Well, guess what? His dad goes, "Oh, you want to smack me? Oh, you want to smack me, little penguin? I want you to do it." And the Penguin zero hesitation. He did not say, "Are you sure I should smack you?" No. He wound up like he was going to throw a shot put in the Olympics. He was like, "Stay right there, I've been waiting for this." Ooh, reaches his arm, lines it up on his shoulder. He's like wrapping his leg around like a new technique, testing the wind, and he just, oh my God, he was like, "Oh, I hate you so much. Yeah, all those times you were hiding in the corner, watch this." And he just whipped his hips and just, whoa! Oh, his fat little sausage fingers flying through the air, and I'm just behind this whole thing like this, enjoying it, and he smacked. Come here, I'm not gonna do this too hard. Smacked the soul out of his dad. A 7-year-old made a 45-year-old grown wrestling man fall to his knee, and he was looking down like this, and I was like, "Oh, he's in trouble now." And this was the dad's face after. Look, he was like this. Smile. This is the first time in my life I saw this coach ever smile. Ever. Why? Because in that moment he knew this kid had potential. Craziest thing I've ever seen. And then for the rest of practice and every day that week, you looked in the corner, and this is what the dad and the son were doing, I swear. You get one smack. Not the other. Oh! You do a little harder. Oh! Oh, God. And this is what they were doing in the corner. You could be drilling your high crotch. You would look in the corner, and this is them. Ready? Oh! I was like this. What is going on? They did it every day until Saturday. And guess who the Penguin had first match?
That guy who chose
Same guy.
something.
And the Penguin, he walked out there different. They called him to the match. Penguin, right number 4. He comes out, he's like, "What's up, man? Number me, good luck in the match." "Psych! I hate you. It's on." And this is, I swear, this is how the match went. I saw this match in person and on film. So I had 2 different views. They shook hands, and this is exactly what happened. Ready? Someone say go.
Go.
You don't even know what's about to happen to you. And he just, whoo, boom. Can you guys imagine? He knocked his 45-year-old dad down to one knee. Imagine what he did to some 10-year-old kid. This kid was on his back, out cold, sprawled out. The Penguin's like, to his dad's like, no. Whole crowd went crazy. They were like, "Oh, oh my God, you're gonna leave!" Right? They were so angry at him. And then they were so angry at him, he was knocked out cold. The Penguins go back down. He sees what he did, obviously, and he's like, "Oh my God!" Runs over to check on the kid. He's like, "Oh my God!" And when he was down here, the kid barely opened his eyes, and the Penguin just, whoop, boom! Fatality. Penguin got suspended for youth wrestling for a whole month after that. Kid deserved it. So I'm not exaggerating. Before this, and for the month after it, we learned this exactly the same way that you're about to learn. You're going to come up, you're going to walk up to your partner, and smack the living. No, please don't do that. Right? I do not want to bring you guys back in, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, where's your partner?" And Slim Shady is in the corner like this, knocked out. Okay? Can't do that. So we're here, right? Lead leg forward. Good fundamentals. And I smack this guy with my opposite hand. Give him a smack. Right? Partner, when you get smacked on the opposite side, you're gonna smack me back. Once your partner hits you back, that's when you gotta become a watch thief, thanks to Pac-Man. Is his watch on his bicep? Forearm? Where's his watch? His wrist. So I Pac-Man my hand here, and I become a watch thief. I grab his wrist. Notice this here, guys. When I steal his watch, you don't want to steal a broken watch. So when you peel it off, because look, wrist to the ceiling. Oh, that works. I hear it ticking, right? If it's facing the other way, no good. I want the wrist facing to the ceiling, and then once I bring it to the ceiling, I can bring in my other arm and cup his bicep. I don't like to grab, right? Too tight, I'm too stiff. I like to cup it and wrestle from here, right? Once I'm here, I want you guys to make him dance. You're going to think about making this guy dance, right? And the way I make him dance is either clockwise, counterclockwise, or up and down. Does anyone know why I want to move him like a clock? I'd be very impressed. This is actually college kids don't get this answer. That's part of it. That's part of it. One step earlier. You can get your leg forward, but you want to get his leg forward. And based off the direction, those are the different types of attacks. So watch here. If I go counterclockwise, if I turn my clock back, watch which leg steps forward. Counterclockwise. You see that? Can I go cross leg attack now? No. Right? If I make him step that way, that's my near leg stuff. That's dump, that's snatch single, that's pick, that's drag chase. But if I go the other way, right? If I go to the other, now can I hit the near leg stuff? No. I'm going to go cross pick, cross step, headlock, sladle, and then wheelchair move. But I want you guys to chew on one and make them dance. So it should look like this, right? And if you want to have fun with it, be my guest. You know, you want to sag your pants a little, turn your hat, you're like, yo, what'd you say about my dog on TikTok? Yo, what'd you say about my dairy farm cow? Boom! I don't care. But make sure you're following the recipe. Because if you don't get this part, we can't do more advanced moves. So when I'm here, it's a smack. He smacks me back. I steal his watch with Pac-Man. This is Italian Pac-Man. We don't want that. We want American Pac-Man. Wrist and steal. Then my other arm comes in, and I'm just going to move him here and see which feels more natural. Do I want to move him this way? Do I want to move him that way? Up, down. Maybe I reach in and see where I kind of like to get my hands here. Maybe boom, 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 and you're playing around in the position. Whoa, that was nice. But then I'm going to explain. Any questions about that? No, we're just getting to our 2-on-1 and moving them. So once you're here, move them for like 5, 10 seconds, left, right. Feel what it's like to move in this position, like a clock. Do we cross our feet? No. Solid, fun, mental. I do not want to bring it back in and he has a 5-star on his face. Playing around, but give him a little slap. Ready? 1, 2. Let's go, guys. Channel your inner penguin. Actually, I don't have it. I'll show you. You got it.
I'm letting up. I'm first. I'm first.
Snag, 2-on-1, peel it off. And move him, and move him. Steal his watch. Nope, other way. Other hand. So if he steals here, this hand steals off, under.
No.
And go. And move him. Good. Nice. Good movement. Good
Watch.
movement. Good
No,
movement.
give me
Good
my watch
movement.
back.
There you go.
Give me my watch.
Throw it
Give me
down.
my watch.
Nice. This is good. Yes. Nice. Yes. Check that watch. Check that. That's a real roller. And then circle. Put on. Yeah, that's real right there. And what do you do the other thing? Right. Move him around. Move him around. Move him around. Good.
I didn't think you had it in you. I didn't think you could bring yourself to smack old Nanix, but he's pretty smackable. Pretty smackable face.
Make sure you guys are reaching across. Pac-Man reaches across, peels it off. They steal the watch. Good. So smack him a little bit. Smack him a little bit. And then he smacks you. There we go. Up and up. But you're not going to be able to do that. You got to, when you get here, try to here. And just good. Yeah, make a band. There you go. Nice. 30 seconds. Keep playing. 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Peel it off. Over. Under. Yup. There you go. Yeah. Good. Make sure that works. Time! Bring it back in. 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 I see some of you guys got a lazy eye now. This is actually way too hard. Where's my guy? He's back. He's back. So, back to the penguin. The penguin was suspended for 1 month. And for that entire month, as a form of symbolic protest, we all did not compete. We all did not compete. Against the unjust punishment of one of our own. Right? Because it was not his fault. I truthfully believe that deep down. It was the choke slammer's fault. He was provoked. But in any case, that entire month, we worked on this position. And what we learned from the first experience is, can we smack our opponent? No, we cannot. Penguin didn't know that. He did it all the way. So what is it really going to be in a match? A collar tie, a mean collar tie, right? And that's what we worked on for the whole month. Remember, the penguin couldn't really learn many moves. His back, his neck, he was waddling, wee, slow, fat, hungry. Couldn't do a lot of moves. So for that whole month, we really just worked on this. Club, he clubbed his back. I'm gonna remember that. 2-on-1, making a move, right? And we did this, what is that called? When for the whole practice, it's boo, 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 next guy, boo, 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 other guy. What is that called? That's drilling. Do we drill 1,000 moves one time?
No.
We drill one move 1,000 times, and then it becomes what? Muscle memory, right? You're like a robot at that point, right? Like Johnny, did Johnny do the ladle? He'll do that tomorrow, but it kicks in at the most random times. So for a whole month, we must have done 10,000 2-on-1s. No moves. After that month was done, guess who the penguin had first match? Yo. And it was like an anime showdown for the ages. The penguin came out, handprint on his neck. The choke slammer came out, 2 handprints on his eye. You see what you did to my face, penguin? And this match, everyone was excited for, because it was about to get raw on behalf of the Penguin. They knew that the Penguin was about to get beat up, because he had no more moves, right? Can't do the smack anymore. So they shook hands, and this is really how the match went. Ready? He says, someone say go.
Go.
He's moving, he's scared, he goes out of bounds. Right, first falling one. Goes back to the middle, looks at his dad. And his dad goes, dresses like a janitor. He's cleaning the floor. And he's like, so he's up here, he's messing with these guys, like, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. And he hit this guy with like an unshort club, right? Because he didn't want to make him more mad, so he just. No, I didn't even hit you yet. Look, she was ready to just kill me. That wasn't that bad, right? This kid didn't care. He goes, oh, you're gonna do that to me? And he winds up with a closed fist and goes, "Wah!" Starts about to punch the Penguin in the face. And the Penguin was so terrified, didn't know what to do. He just started screaming with him. So he was swinging for his face, and he was, and the Penguin just, ah! He looks at his dad, ah! Looks at the hot dog guy, it's the same person, ah! Looks at his mom, ah! Closes his eyes, and he's, ah! And he puts him in a 2-on-1. What kicked in at that exact moment? Muscle memory. It didn't matter that this guy was stronger and faster, and his dad loved him, right? All that mattered was the Penguin. He was the king penguin in the 2-on-1, because he had drilled it 10,000 times. And the funniest thing was this kid, he laughed. He thought he was gonna get right out. He had him in a 2-on-1, and he's like, penguin 2-on-1. He starts, it's like he's rolling his boat. He like couldn't get his arm out. He starts freaking out, screaming and jumping. He's going crazy. And the Penguin, look, he already knows where the story goes. The Penguin was just happy, come back here. The Penguin was just happy that he wasn't pinned yet. So he just smiling. So this kid's ripping his arm, going crazy. And the Penguin like this. Going crazy. This kid starts jumping. The Penguin starts copying him. And then they go out of bounds. Stalling, fleeing the mat. The first point the Penguin ever scored in wrestling was a stalling, fleeing the mat. I swear. Comes back to the middle. Ref's like, you do that again, that's 2 points. The Penguin's like, oh really? Starts messing with him. He's like, what's that? Boom! He smacked him again. Caught that 2-on-1. Where you going? Boop, boop, boop. 1 point, 2 point, 3, blue point. He's beating this kid up 10 points. And then the Penguin did something typical fashion. Lost his cool. Why? Because he got this guy in the 2-on-1 and Chokeslammer goes, let go of my arm, you fatso! Yelled it. Penguin's like, oh, me a fatso. And he goes, fine! And he hit him with the big brother. If you guys have a big brother, you know what this move is. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. And you're like, stop me, it's you! And he just, fine! Boom! Hit him in the face. Not once, not twice, but 13 times. It was just boom, 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 boom. And when the kid went to grab his face, he was bleeding from his nose. Oh, grab his face. Oh, I'm in so much pain. The Penguin goes, oh my God, there's his legs. And he took him down like that. Looks at his dad. And his dad goes, get in the car. And he just went to the car. Suspended again for 6 months. But his dad wasn't even mad at him, because just like the smack, when he defended himself, he said, I see potential. I see a fighter's spirit, the Penguin spirit. And that could be far more important than any skill you have at 7 years old. The spirit, the desire. And out of everyone in that gym, hundreds, thousands of kids, do you know how many of them wrestled in college? Everyone in that gym?
Probably only 1 or 2. Not even Penguin?
Except
Oh.
Penguin.
What about
Because the Penguin was me!
I knew it!
I was the Penguin.
I know because your name was the Penguin.
And I still got the stomach.
Oh.
You shut up, all of you! You shut up! It was me. I was a penguin.
Yeah, that's
If you're
why
good,
you
if you're good, I'll show you a picture. But the point of this true story is I don't want to hear I'm not fast enough. I don't want to hear I'm not strong enough. I don't want to hear I'm not type 2 diabetic enough. Because I promise you, I was all those things. And through the 2-on-1, it literally changed the trajectory of my life. Before I learned this, I was Taco Bell's customer of the decade at 7. You know how mathematically impossible that is? Learned the 2-on-1, and I went double platinum, 2-time, All-American, Cornell. So this is very important that you channel your anger, Penguin, as we learn our technique. And the first move I learned out of the 2-on-1 is what you're going to learn right now here. You're going to go here. And you're going to hit him with the nosebleed single. The nosebleed single, except we're not going to make our partner punch himself in the face, right? The first move I learned through my 6-month suspension was trying to figure out how I could get to this guy's leg. And the 2 ways my dad came up with first was the nosebleed single or the swing single. And we call it a swing because it's like you're riding his arm like a Tarzan vine, like whoa, right? You're riding it down and you're using it as a swing. So you have 2 options here. But either way, it's a snatch single to the near leg. So when I get to my 2-on-1, guys, I want to make this guy move the direction that I want. So you got to pretend his arm is like a string attached to a can on the street. If I pull this string, what happens? He's coming, right? He's coming with me. So that's what I'm going to do. When I'm here, watch what I do. I got my butt bent a little bit. Some people like to think about putting their head in the guy's temple, right? That didn't really obsess me too much. I was more concerned about making this guy step. So how do I make him step? Well, I'm going to pull this arm, and I'm going to set my clock back. So ready, watch. I'm here, I pull this arm, step my clock back, and oh my God.
Wait, I didn't want to make my legs move.
If you don't make your legs move, you're going to break your nose. Ready? I'm here, move your feet. Boom. Near leg steps. Otherwise, you will break his face. Right? Which will still win anyway. If he steps with there, watch what I do here, guys. I hit him with our swing single. The way that you could do it is totally dependent on you. I'm not here to tell you this is how you have to wrestle. I'm here to show you where to look, not what to see. But the point of the move is, I lower my butt in the chair, I take this arm, and I have 2 options. I could throw it to his face, or I could throw this arm between his legs, right? I like to throw it between the legs. It's easier for me, because to throw it up, I had to be a little quick and get under it. That didn't come till later. So all I'm going to do here is I take this arm, and look, I throw it between the legs. When I throw it between the legs, I'm going to try and snatch this near leg up. But when I snatch, do I just want to grab it any way I can? No. You got to have a goal in mind. So when I throw it here, watch what I do. Throw, and I like to hit a Naruto. That's how he wins, if you don't know. You got to hit a wrist clear here, because if you don't hit a wrist clear, you're going to grab it wrong. So we like to drill excessive detail in our drill, but not in a match. But when we're drilling, I'm throwing it, and I'm hitting my Naruto. And then I'm going to grab below or above the kneecap. Above. I grab above the kneecap, and what do I do? I pull his leg off the mat, pull it between my legs, and I'm going to turn it into a 3-legged like circus sweep. Watch. I pinch his legs, pinch this leg between my kneecaps, and my toes are facing away, right? Some people like to go into them. I don't like this because it sets up a lot of moves for this guy. I like to turn my feet this way, like I'm a three-legged circus freak. You should look down and be like, 1, 2, 3, and I have a little foot, right? And my other foot slightly elevated. Because if I'm flat-footed, that's no good. I want to be on this toe. So look, I'm on the toe here, heel slightly off the mat, and this keeps me nimble for what I'm about to do. And I help him take a seat. That's all I'm going to do. When I pull his leg here, what do? I take my shoulder, I dig it into his quad, and I'm going to take him down with my ear. And to do that, I have to run my ear into him. So watch. Run my ear, run my ear, run my ear, and sit him to his butt. Good job. Any questions about that? So I'll show you guys one more time. I'm here with my partner. I hit him with my club. He clubs me back. I steal his watch. I peel it off. Wrist to the ceiling. Arm at his bicep. I'm not deep here. I'm cupping, right? Elbow bone in the chest. And I gotta make him step. Step. Ooh, nice step. Once he steps, I step my leg behind his leg. And I'm gonna swing from his arm. I'm gonna swing, swing, swing. Grow it. Now it's all. Snatch above the knee and pull it up, 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 up. Three-legged circus freak. Heel, and then sit into his butt. Unplug the toaster detail. Right here. I'm going to show you guys on a single leg. If you get around his single, does anyone know which hand goes on top? Ready?
Come on, guys.
Shooting his left hand and his left hand.
Coach knows. Which hand, Coach?
One of the legs.
I say rat hand.
Rat hand. The back hand on top. If I do not, it looks the same, but I will lose the whole move. Right? If my, and I like to teach with a watch on so people understand, it's the watch hand that goes on top. Because if he fights hands here, let's fight my hands, and he breaks this lock, oh, that's okay. I can still snake and drive into him. Plus, he had to beat my forearm, my wrist, and my other hand. But if I'm on a single and he breaks it here, break the hip lock here, now I'm going to smash my face on the mat and he's going to get behind me. So, backhand, top, and cinch. All right, swing single. Any questions? And run the pipe, sit him on his butt. Ready? 1, 2. Let's go. Get that inner penguin going. Inner penguin. Only if you're good. Boom. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. Nice. Lock your knees. When you reach for the legs, you don't lock your hands. You do this. Step right behind him.
No, tree goes over.
Snatch. If you snatch, you see what you're doing. You end up here first and then get here. You just want to get to the leg and then adjust the arm. Playing around with it, guys. 2 on 1, sit into his butt. Nice. Above the knee. And other hand on top. And lock.
I'm gonna explain how that wasn't a decision. I get it. You were.
The trade rapid was
Step. Nice. Pull it. Yes. Good job. Shoulder to the ground. 2 on 1. 2 on 1. Up and over. Nice. 2 on 1. Now, bring your 2-on-1. Where's our head? Snap. Snap her back. Reach with the 2-on-1. Now with this hand. This hand. Yes. Up. No, you got it. Switch your grip. Yeah. Up. And over. Yeah, you're good. Move here. Move. Make a move. Nice. Yeah, right there. You make a step. And snatch that leg. You got it. Nice. Pull it up. Lock your hands. You did that with one arm.
I mean, I'm joking, but seriously. It's only a matter of time for that shoe doesn't open or something.
Yes, now step on his leg. Roll that arm down. And snatch it. Yes. Nice. Oh, don't hurt. Good. He loves. Chick-fil-A. You got it. Nice. 2-1. Boom. Single. Yes. Nice. Head in. Outside. That was nice. That was a nice. He just made up his own move. I like that. Let's see it. Throw it in and snatch. Yes. Nice. Sit in your butt. Run your feet. Nice. That was good. Very good. Nice. All right. 2-on-1. Notice? Good. Pull it off the mat. Pull it off the mat. Yes. Yes. Chase the ankle. Good. 1 minute, guys. Keep drilling it. Lock your hands. Sit to the butt. Nice run in the pipe, guys. Nice run in the pipe.
Mommy.
Grab it.
Circle.
Yes.
There you go.
Run him to his butt. Good.
Drop it.
Cover him. And cover him. Good, guys. Good. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. All right. I'll let one person show it, and if they get it right, water bathroom break. And if they don't, laps in the parking lot. All right, my boy over here. He's got the holes in his shoes. He's going, boom, heel. Stopping, he's stepping, he's locking, hand placement, running it. And he's like it?
Yes.
1, 2. Sounds good. 2-minute water break. Happy break. Now.
Big boy, big boy.
You gotta jump off something shiny.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah, it's that time. Mannix has got All-American. He gets the record All-American. Show him, Mannix. Lock up the clinch with him.
Yeah. Got 2-on-1.
There you go.
Hey, Greco was my first All-American. Ever. Ever. I was All-American Greco first. Freestyle came way later. 2-on-1. I didn't even have a move. I was just 2-on-1 in them and walking out of bounds. Attacking, people would be like, oh my god, 10-0, this kid must be throwing people off the stage in Fargo. And then they'd come watch me. And I was so
Do you need water too? We have to need you water. Let me know. Whoa, what is this? Okay. Next level. 7 seconds of speed.
oh, no, my.
See those guys? It's amazing. Okay, that's the next level.
You brought it. He loves it. He thinks he's really Matt McDonald.
We watched it on lunch break.
Yeah?
We watched it out there.
His acting was terrible.
I didn't realize he had any lines. He got like.
That's his line.
He hit him though. He nailed him.
So funny.
All right, 30 seconds, guys. Start bringing it in. From the toilet to the. Oh, Rich? Should we go ring and run his house?
I was at the one in Omaha where they did a movie. They showed the one from Omaha. I got to show you that logo.
Oh, yeah.
Where they have it. They move the runner up there. Even that's not accurate. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not really what happened.
He didn't pin him. I think he just lost.
Well, they did the wrestling finals. It was, Roman's got like 7
Yeah,
that
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah, and then he came back. He came back from there.
Maybe after the next one. All right, time. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Sit you. Sit. Aye. All right. I need a little bit bigger of a side. Gotta show some more advanced moves, right? Because now technically we got 3 moves, right? We got our swing single, then we got just a 2-on-1, and then we just got one sassy person tries to play. Boom! That's one on the street. So we got 2 moves basically. Now we need a 3rd. And a lot of wrestling, this is why you should be thankful for your rivals, for your opponents, because without them, do we get any better? No. balls, not just off offense, off defense, right? And that's what happened with the 2-on-1, right? Because eventually, guys started figuring out, I want this leg, and I'm gonna try to make him step and snatch it. And what do they just start doing? Pulling that leg away and trying to create distance. How does a guy like to create distance in this position? But he likes to do one thing before he circles. Oh, right there, post on the face, right? Guys, post on this face, this used to be really annoying to me. Because now if I want to try to do my swing single, whether up or down, right, it was a pain. Because there was so much distance, I would reach, I'd go, boom, here, and they would just re-attack this leg. Boom, and I'd be rough. So we have to come up with moves to get rid of that hand on the face. Perfectly fine. Right? In fact, when a guy does that, I like it more than if he doesn't do anything else. So with our partners, making a note, you have to post on his face. I understand, second session, hot, summer, be a good partner, guys. I don't want this guy 2-on-1ing you, and you guys look like a wet noodle. Just real quick. Right? Is that gonna help this guy? No. You can't take goes off. Right? Be locked in, and then think back later when you're eating dinner, and you can say, I gave it. That's that. Right? So when I'm here, and this guy's posting on my face, we both have to be paying attention to the move. I'm the penguin in this situation. I'm going to show you guys how to hit your game breaker double. This was one of my favorite moves to hit in high school, and it was really like a bread and butter for me because it got guys moving. Right? So watch what I do here. When he posts on my head, I don't even get nervous. In fact, I don't even try to bend his arm and get like really close to him, which is the intuition. What I actually want, I want this arm nice and straight because it's stiff. And when it's stiff, it's super easy to attack. Easy, right? And this guy's real comfortable because he thinks he's in good position. So watch what I do here, guys. I still like to hit my step. A lot of these moves still have the step. Right? His lead legs forward, and I take my knee and I put it behind his knee. Very simple. Right? I have two finishes here, and we're going to work on both of them. The first finish is if he keeps his leg here. If he keeps his leg here, I'm going to take him to the dance. Very simple. The way I take him to a dance, watch what I do. I say hi to my dad in the stands. Right? My dad hiding from me. I say, hi, Dad. Can't hide. Save me a hot dog. When he's up there, make sure you say hi to him. And then you're going to try to get this guy to look at your shoes. Right? Be like, yo, look at my shoes. You see my beautiful Exos? Yeah, you got those ugly lost and found 90s, right? When he's looking at these shoes, that's how I know I can attack. Right? I don't use my hand to stuff. What I really do is I flex my bicep, and I use that to dig his head into the pocket. Right? He's looking right down at my shoe. Now that he's admiring my Exos, my drip, I can attack. So I say hi to my dad, looking at the shoes, and I grab his elbow. Right? I want to cup this elbow right on the elbow bone. I don't like to grab it fully like an eagle claw. I like to go cup. Right? And all I'm going to do here, guys, is pretend someone hit the rewind button. So if I wave here, grab this elbow, which direction am I going back? That way. So I pull this elbow, look, pull, and he starts looking like he's going to hit the meanest whip man of 2025, right? Look. Right, but that's not what I want to do. I want to pull him back and take him to the dance, right? Like you ever see someone get dipped in ballroom dancing? It's like dun 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 dun, right? And I'm taking him here and tripping him and covering, right? You guys are gonna see, and he'll tell you, it's a very like awkward Russian-based feel move. And if you guys watch the Russians wrestle, I don't know if one's up there, they're very positional wrestlers, right? I got this watching Saitiev, right? Who's one of the greatest wrestlers to ever live, and he used to grab the trap and hit weird moves like that. So I said, if he could do that on the trap, and I'm fat, and I need more leverage, I need to grab his elbow. So when he posts on my head, I'm stepping, grabbing the elbow, throwing my hips in to buckle his leg, and tripping him over it. Look. And I gotta cover him. He'll tell you that feels very awkward and weird. In fact, a lot of you guys are gonna drill this. Be careful, because we taught this last week and the kid knocked himself out. He fell really, really hard. So be careful falling and doing it to your partner. It's a trip. Take him over the thigh, cover him like a dog, right? But our second finish, equally as important, is what happens if I'm playing speed chess. You guys ever watch speed chess? It's like boom, 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 right? That's what wrestling kind of looks like at a higher level. I smack him. He smacks me. That's the button. Press the speed button. Oh, you're gonna smack me? Okay, I'm gonna 2-on-1. Then you're gonna post on my face. Then I'm gonna step and reach, or just step behind. And then this guy is gonna step out. See, he knows. And then it's me. God, what am I gonna do? No, I hit the same move. But what do I have to do? I gotta unplug my toe stick. See my toe? If I shoot a double and my toe is facing him and his talking shoe, where am I shooting my double? Which direction? Towards him. Am I wrestling him right now?
No.
Do I want to shoot a double on him? No. So where do I have to point this toe? Through him. Right? So look, small detail, huge difference. Small detail, huge difference. When I make sure my toe is pointing through him, I hit the same move. I got the hand up here. Remember, guys, I don't want this hand low, because if it's low, he can steal from my pockets. We don't want that. I want you to bring his hand up so you can still count the numbers on the watch. And I say hi to my dad, right? Grab the elbow, toe through, and now I hit my game breaker double. Very simple. Rewind button gets hit. I pull him that way, and I become a sprinter. Usain Bolt. Who's that? Fastest guy in the world. So watch. Pull, and I go from wrestler to sprinter. So ready, watch. Pull, Usain Bolt. Pull. On your mark. Get set. Ah! A little scared. And then I shoot my double leg, and I take him down. Right? One more time. 2 details on the end. When I'm here, and I step, and he steps out, and I point it through, 2 things you gotta remember. Muscle memory is gonna kick in, and a lot of you are gonna wanna do this. Look. Does that look right? No. Imagine I walked into a classroom or a wrestling room, and it was just you practicing this, and all you were doing was that. You were like this. Would that look okay? No, you would go on and watch those, right? So don't do that on your double. Your head goes on that side. So if I'm pointing a toe, my head is going to go on the same side as the arm that I'm pulling. So if I pull this elbow up, my head has to go down there. So watch, I'm ready? I'm here, and I shoot my double. And I blow through. When I shoot my double, do I want to be like this or like this? Second option, again, remember, think about how you would look outside the wrestling room. Imagine for 1 month, as punishment, I made you guys go to school, live your entire life like this. What do you think's going to happen? You're going to get bullied. So if you're not going to do it there, why would you do it in a wrestling match? So if I'm here and I shoot my double, close my head, I step, he steps out, boom, boom. Do I want to do this? No, I want to get my hips in and blow him to his butt. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay, let's play around with it. 1, 2. You guys have 2 finishes here. 2 finishes.
Where's the world's slowest high crotch at?
It's at the end.
It's the end.
You got it. I don't know, Dean. You got it. You gotta get this.
I don't know where all.
Partner, post on his head and give him a good feel, a good feel, 2-on-1. If you need help, call me up.
Post on his head, he did. Reach over the top. Yep. Grab, find that. So left hand's gonna reach out his whole way.
Right knee on the mat.
Step behind. Or at least step behind, now you can go to your shot, right? Pull. Okay, Omaha, post in the head. You. Post in the head.
If we close now,
If point your toe through. Step.
Yeah, now go. Say hi to your dad.
There.
Grab his elbow.
Step. Then I'm looking to double. Yeah. So we're kind of making a read off there.
yeah, I'm not from the
Go. You won't. We're this close in.
Look the other side. Let me see. Mess it around. Come on. Show one. No. Yeah. Other way. There you go. Post on his head. Good. Now. Step out. Point your toe through. Now. How do you grab?
Now, left hand, let's go. Now pull that elbow up to the sky, turn. Now
Pull this up and put your back in the ground. Pull it this way.
Hey, you got
Pull it this way.
let go of this. Now
Back
shoot his
facing
feet.
that.
Double shoot.
Yes, come on, come on, come on.
There you go, good. Now let your feet go. Okay, it's supposed to work.
He did nothing.
Collar press me. 1-1. Okay. Put my foot behind, you push on my head. Put my foot behind, you sit behind. Now I go on. How's that? I do a one big pull. Do a one big pull. And that step here, another change. Another change, step, over, back to shirt. Okay, does that make sense? Step behind, so you good. Hey, you're just posting, you gotta check up. You can't just, like, it's like a baby, you get a full now, go across elbow, here, elbow, lift this up, now side step. Now right go, should go, there you go. Should go. Right, keep winning. You get this?
Keep playing with it. Be a good partner.
Step behind. Step behind your foot. Stop, good. Now left hand over the top, far elbow. Stop. That's not where we're doing.
Yeah, I don't know where else, but I saw Marshall go.
Yes, yeah. Side step, step behind.
Raise your hand if you need help.
Then, step back, I can space. Now pull the elbow. So hey, stop facing, step behind you. Now left hand over the top. Far elbow, far elbow, far elbow. There's elbow. This elbow up, side step. Circle your right leg. Now level change tension. Go. Leg up. Yes, reach back your shirt. Run. You know if you rub the back of your ears, you wake up. I'm not kidding. Have you ever done that? You rub the back of your ears and you wake up. You better start doing it. Just relax. So sleep. That makes sense?
Now, he moved his leg out, now we're going to drop to your right knee, or left knee. There you go. You got options, and I'll give you that leg. Pull the leg out. Come on, man. Here. Another hour. All right, close up, no wait, yeah, close up his head. Tired. No, no. Okay, you're going. Trying to get his elbow, okay? Left hand is gonna come up and around. No. Here, this way. Now, so what, if you can do that step. Raise your hand, if you need help. If he doesn't, pull the leg out, then we'll pull it. When you post up your head, you gotta come around, grab it up.
Post on his head. Yup.
Come around, grab
Yes,
it
the
up.
trip.
Around, grab it up. No, do left hand. Left hand is come up and around. Grab it up. You get that behind. Try that.
Switch your toe. Are you gonna trip him? Go here. Get that leg behind. Pull him over that leg. Pull it. Pull that elbow over. Other way. Come. I was close, but he got everything else right. Pull over that leg. Yeah, pull over that leg. Yeah.
Keep pulling backwards.
Nice.
All right, hey, not the thing. Let's go.
Nice. Point your toe through him. Point your toe through him. Nice.
Good. No, so your post. So two on the back. So hey, post off his head. So when he posts, over here, my high hand is gonna come in all the way around, grab his elbow, and put him out that same way.
Nice.
No, don't let go. Hey,
Post on his head.
same, but the same thing was his arm around, his legs. He's here. Step right behind you. Now, Turn around. I'm also bringing my hair. Leg or force it. You're like you're tripping.
Now, just hold this and go back to the
Not bad, Trey. Step a little deeper. Partner, make sure you post right away. Post up his head. Wait, you can't even do it straight post. So it's a ding dong, post up my head, just like Coach showed us. So now, so here, Trey, I'm gonna.
He's on my head.
Since he didn't move that leg out, I'm gonna trip him. And if that leg, if he does pull that leg out, then we'll come to our leg. Post and face him a little bit. Face him a little bit. And if he does that, why would you do anything else? It's gonna happen again. That's it. Yeah. Be careful, guys.
One minute, guys. Keep drilling. Nice.
What are you doing? You gotta take a big rip.
Yes, nice. Time! Bring back in. Bring back in. Bring back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Alright, so, guys, two things you definitely gotta know is only one guy wrestling when we're doing this. Yes or no? No, it's both of you. Okay, if you're standing there like this, not only is the guy not gonna be able to do the move, but if he does pull it off, you're gonna fall very hard, right? You're not going 100%, but you need to be here, give him a decent feel, and post him out. Right? That goes for any of our moves. Where's my guy? This guy coming up. This move is very, very important to get because I want to show you guys how to hit my favorite head pinch headlock off this. And if you can't get this first part done, it's going to be very hard to get to the headlock. Right? This move, very slick, very simple. Way easier than post double, right? And it's a very feel-based move for when guys are keeping their head low and they're pulling out their leg too quickly. So when I get to my 2-on-1, we're gonna learn something called a key lock, right? When I'm here, let me me show you how I key lock. 2-on-1. I'm gonna steal my own watch. How do I do that? I go like this. So Pac-Man kind of making a comeback, and I grab my own wrist. Everyone understand that? When I'm on my 2-on-1, I don't grab his hand, my hand, it's here. Look, I bring my palm to my chest, and then I steal my own watch. So I do a curl, steal my own watch. This is much tighter, right? And a couple of grapplers, jiu-jitsu guys, they do here, and then they come along. So when I'm here, I have more control at the expense of being flexible. Because if he doesn't move here, I'm locked with it. Despite the fact that I can move him a little bit better. Now, all I'm going to do here, this is a drag to a murder. Right? Very simple. Again, 2 ways to finish this. The first way, you're still making him step down. So when I key lock, watch what I do. I make him hit that near leg with a step on the mat. So look, I pull him. Once he steps there, watch what I do. I step my foot behind or get my knee behind. And what is partner going to do? He steps out. The second he steps out, guys, I'm going to Flintstone start my car. Does anyone ever see Flintstones? Yeah. They used to have a car, they were living in the Stone Age, and they started by running their feet and using it that way, right? They use their feet to start. So that's what we're going to do here. Once he steps out, watch what I do. Run my feet, and I pull his hand to the mat and drag the knuckles out. And then I go twins on a bump bed. Right? You guys ever see Monster? One of my favorite movies. So when he step, I'm gonna stutter step and look, drag his knuckles like a match. You're starting the match. His arm is the match, and that's the matchbox, right? I gotta, and then I can cover him, right? Does anyone know when we snap, do we snap down or snap out?
Out.
It's a trick question.
Out.
If I snap him straight down, right, let's pretend it's a graph, Y and X. If I go straight down, if I'm wrestling this guy and I go straight down, where's he going?
To your legs.
To my legs. If I'm wrestling him and I go straight out the other axis, is he ever going to go down? No. All right. In fact, he'll probably trip me and land on top. So I have to not only go down, but out. So if it was a graph like this, I got to go like this. When I snap, I'm not straight down. I'm not to me. I am backwards, down, and diagonal. Same thing with this hand pull. When I'm here, I don't pull down and I don't pull out. Right? I look like Superman. I gotta look diagonal, chopping it diagonal, diagonal, diagonal. Scare the ref. Right? You're throwing him a surprise party, surprise, and then cover him. Right? So very slick. Boom, here. Time up. I step right away. He steps out. Cover. Right? The other way to finish is if I put my leg in there. Right? Little guys, you don't have to drill this too much. It's a little bit of a higher level move to get your leg stuck in here. But all you're going to do here is the same move, except when he steps out, I throw his leg by, and notice how my leg is still in there. And when I throw him down, I reach over, and I go over his ear, right ear, shoulder. I go over his ear, under his armpit, and I lock. And as soon as he touches the mat, that's 2. He does not need to go down for this to be 2. And then once I'm here, I can roll him or just kick him out and restart. That's 2. For 3. Sorry. And we restart. So again, I'm here, I can go here, key lock, step, step, step. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay, let's play around with it. Drag down, snap down, or murder. Ready? 1, 2. This one's very, very solid to have, guys. Baseline question offense.
No, I'm gonna take that.
Won't spend too much time on this one, but it's important for our headlock. It's important for our headlock. Let's see it. Let's see it. Pull it nice. Good. You cover it. Yeah, good job. Cover them. Try to clear your. Let me see your key lock.
So what's like, obviously,
You on one. Steal your own watch. Steal your own watch. You steal your own watch. Hold this. There you go. Now step behind. Steps out. Throw it down. Yes, and cover him. Cover him. Cover him. Yeah. Yeah. What you get? Yeah. Okay. This is how. Pin. Grab that kid.
All American
My boys check up here. Stop. My boys boom boom and 99. I have faith in you. I have faith in you, Mark Zuckerberg. What's up? Come on. Let's see it. Did you go in there? Lock your hands, feel the watch. Throw it down. Nice. You get him. Yeah. Good job. Wish. You don't want to see my son. Nice. Key locker. Steal your own watch. Throw it. Yeah. Nice. Right. You guys are hitting this really well. Hey, when you steal it. Yeah, cover them. Everybody's wrong now. Cover them.
everyone needs to go jelly. Why doesn't that candy work? There's eat too many.
Steps out, step out. Then you go.
I should have known. It's like so hard. I gotta stop eating chips. Ice cream. And then I go downstairs. You know, I
You don't get it to the mat. But you start circling the way, you get hit. I sit down, and then I lift them up and get shot. Yeah, I saw him. But it's gonna be a fight. You ready to fight? Throw it down. Throw it in, yes. And cover. Oh, yeah. Wait. You get there, so go back a little bit. You get where you go up like that. Come on. Yeah. Throw them down. So when you throw it over, this is perfect time. Lock it up. And lengthen them out. Lengthen them out. Make it long, and then roll this head. Roll. Except for this, you let the body down.
It's kind of hard to balance out because your leg makes my knee go like this. And when my knee comes, I'm already falling over.
You did it. Perfect. Throw it in. So you're here, and your leg's in. Keep your leg in between his legs. Arm here. This arm. This arm goes over. Other arm goes under. Keep your leg in. Now, I want Johnny.
Grab your own wrist, TJ.
No, inside. Yeah. Get your leg over. Yes, now roll. Good job, guys. There you have it.
It's your boy, right? We're gonna give not Maximus, it's Manic. We're gonna give it Thanos. That was last year, right? Yeah.
Other way. Hey, pull it down. Yes, that way. Good. It's covered. Yes. Nice. That was good. Nice cover. Nice recover. You okay? 2-on-1. Yes.
Your leg out.
A couple good movies though that I want to see. I want to see
Nice going on that. Time! Guys, bring it in. Get one person to show it. One person to show it, and you get a bathroom break. If not, we're running in the... Ready? Show it.
You just know all the
You know what? It's such a good move. I'm gonna make two group shows. His group and his group. Wait, let me see you. Ready? Wait. Yup. 2-on-1. He's going key lock. He's going Saitita step. Shot. Ooh, and covered. One clap. All right, you're up. Here we go. Parking lot sprints on the line. He goes for it. He gets in the 2-on-1. He peels it off. He goes key lock. He steps out and he drags shot. Do we like it?
Yeah.
1-2 clap. 2-minute water break, bathroom break. Good job, son. Good job, son. You can go to the bathroom again. Oh, I almost got you. I almost got you.
I saw you first time you were.
It was like bubble wrap. So shady.
You want to get your neck?
No. Yeah, dude, I heard him too. Well,
I'll be good.
you
I'll be
walk
chilling
close to
with
the
you.
table, it stops. So it must be over there.
I walked over there
Jamaican be good.
to try and get the cricket.
Brody, hair's long.
Tingle. It must think it's
Every
night
time I
time.
come, you always get hurt. The first time I met Brody, he was in a sling. Remember that?
What are we doing here, back?
Tink, tink. Yeah. That's good. That's Big Bill.
Where?
He is innocent. Technically, in the eyes of the law, he's good.
Rather be Olaf than. I go by Gang Olaf. No, you go by Olaf.
That's Olaf. That's Elsa, that's Olaf.
I have a rapper chain around my neck. You gotta go off on my middle name. You're both.
And I'm who?
My middle name.
I got one. You have a nickname yet?
No, Hamilton.
What's your middle name? Ray makes me have Sun Ray. Oh, Ice and that Ray. What country is it from? Taiwan. Taiwan used to be a part of what? China. China makes me think of the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China makes me think of ancient history. Ancient history. Tell me what, Qing Dynasty, yeah. The Great Wall makes me think of ancient history. Ancient history makes me think of the Greeks. The Greeks make me think
1 minute, guys.
Sparta. Is that Sparta? Who's the king that fought the Persians from Sparta? Leonidas. Leonidas makes me think of the movie 300. The movie 300 makes me think of Universal Studios. Have you been to Universal Studios?
Yeah.
Okay. What in the park is the little area with, you can race cars? Super Mario World. That's Miss Peaches. I'm Peaches.
I need a nickname that. I'm not Chun-Li. I don't think he'd ever find that was the last one.
I'll think of something.
You're Chun-Li.
Alright, come here. Go ahead. Michael. Did you say he has a big car?
What?
Alright.
No, my middle name.
Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls. Chicago Bulls, the running of the bowl. Where does that take place? What country? Spain. Good job. You're smart over there. Spain.
30 seconds, guys.
Spain makes me think of Europe. Europe makes me think of Italy. What empire is the most famous empire in Italy? The Roman
Check
Empire.
word E.
Who's everybody's favorite Caesar from? Julius Caesar.
Oliver.
Who did Julius Caesar take babies with?
Kylie Jenner.
Cleopatra was the queen of where? Egypt. What happens to a body in Egypt? They mummify it. When it comes back to life, it's called what? No, that's what it is. I gotta think something for you. I'll get you. That was nasty.
If you had the bowling, I would not pitch.
They had that.
Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. They don't like the things I say on Twitter. Alright, I need this. Can I use this mat?
Yeah, go.
Wow, I'm almost at this crash pad. Alright guys, this move is called the guaranteed parking space. Because you get a handicap.
Because you get a handicap.
You get a handicap space once you hit this move. No, I'm not gonna do it. Alright, so here's the rules. Here's the rules, alright? Take a seat, guys.
You know this one.
Get out.
Trust what he fought UFC. Never had any fighting background. He was just a rugby.
Okay,
I think it's so
so
silly.
rules will be
Australia or New Zealand.
rules will be this, right? We're gonna use this at the end of this move, but it's really important that we do the move correct, because if you can't do it correct, we don't get to here,
You
right?
can see
Yeah, this move is fun. So this move, my real 2-3 moves that I had up until 10th grade were really 3 moves. It was a fat man roll, because I was a big boy, so I had a fat man roll. I had my 2-on-1 just as a position, but really I had a mean headlock. Oh, I had a nasty headlock. And I had 50 different ways to hit my headlock, and this is probably my favorite one to hit. That was illegal. That was only, I should sign up for one of those slap competitions. So I'm here, and I love my headlock. I had 50 different variations. This is my favorite one because these guys go fun. And you hit it out of your 2-on-1. I hit this move, like I said, the first time I went American was in Greco. Not till much later was folk stop being a thing for me. And I did it with 2-on-1 and this headlock. Oh my god. Where'd you go? Oh, there you go. So this is my guy, right? We're gonna hit our 2-on-1 inch headlock. Right? Beautiful. The way that we hit this move, we follow the steps the formula. Most other moves, we have to be slick. We have to be strong. That's not the case here. We follow the technique. Boom, 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 boom. We have headlock at the back pocket. And a headlock guy goes the same with a headlock guy. Because this start the match. The match is never over. The match is never over. Because of what? And if you get headlocked, you're getting pinned. So, watch what I do here, guys. I got my 2-on-1. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to trick this guy. Alright, we're going to move over here. Everybody slide down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, mayonnaise. More like rotten mayonnaise. Alright, take a seat. Alright, guys. People fart. It's alright. So, we're back. We're back with our 2-on-1. Watch here. Lock back in. So, we're back over here. 2-on-1. Hinge headlock. So when I get to my 2-on-1, I'm going back to my key lock, right? And this guy posting on my head. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to trick him, right? Works really good in Greco, the trick, because they think I don't like this. How do I trick him into thinking I don't like this? I tell him, get off my face. Bro, why would you do that? You're going to do it again? Bro, get off my face, dude. I don't like it.
Get off my face.
Get off my face. That's a face clear, right? Once I do that enough times, you go, oh, you didn't like that. I'm going to keep going. And when he does it the third time, that's when we make him pay, right? So watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to take my hip, and I'm going to send it out that way, right? So it's like I'm doing the wave. I send my hip out this way. It's not going to be like this. I like to move my hip because it opens the window. And if we leave our windows open at night, what happens? Someone's going in, right? And we're going to send this hand, he's going the burglar round. So when I open my hip, the window is open between me and him. And I'm just going to send his hand, pack it. He's going on an all expense paid trip. I throw his hand that way. When I throw his hand that way, guys, he's very off balance, and I have a lot of room to step. So watch what I do here. I throw this into the window, and once I throw, I take a big step with my back leg across his body at the same time. So it's here, and then look. Boom. He's in trouble. Because once I'm here, I have to think about doing two things simultaneously, right? Throwing to the pocket, and the harder I throw, the easier this is. If I can get this lock, because I'm kind of diving to it, I got it, right? But watch what I do. The goal is to throw it here and step across, and then watch how I lock my hands. Under his armpit, over his head. But I don't want to just go for a regular headlock. I want to pinch. I like to pinch. If you like a regular headlock, that's fine, right? But when I step across, I like to not grab and hope. I like to have it sealed up. So when I'm here and I lock my hands, I know I'm good, right? I lock my hands, and then look what I do. I step over his leg. And I know this sounds crazy, but your goal in this position is to try and see what shoes he's wearing. Can I see if I go this way? Hey, that's going to be painful. So I want to try to see his shoes this way. But the problem is, the more I turn into him, his shoes go which way? Up. So look, I'm here, look, lock, step, and he's tight, right? He's not going anywhere. So I'm trying to look at his shoes, but look, here's the problem. I'm looking, and by the time I'm here, I have to lift him all the way over my hip, and then I see his shoes. Oh, those are nice Nikes. And look where he is. Loaded on my hips. Oh, those are nice Nikes. Little did you know, I'm a rudest man. And I put him on his back. Right? This is very tight. Imagine if that mat wasn't there. All right, go. Sometimes it ends up being a trip. So I'm here, get my 2-on-1. I'm here, he's close to my head. I go 1 clear. I go 2 clear. And on the 3rd clear, I step, And sometimes it's just here and a sag. Look.
Well, you barely missed. You barely made it.
Right. So, you guys can do a sag to start. You want to get the mechanics correct. Then we could line up on the mat and do the move.
Now they can do it on you.
Do it again.
I'm here, I step across, guys, I lock my hands, hip in. And look, if you do this correct, he really gets loaded on your hip, right? You have to step deep, especially since this guy, if he thinks this is loose, he's gonna try to circle behind me. And look, and you throw him.
He points to his girlfriend.
Yeah, and then you say, hey, what up? Yeah, what up over there? Oh, yeah, you with him? Nah, you're with me now.
What up, shorty?
Say hi, girlfriend.
Yeah, what up, shorty?
Say hi.
Yeah.
Tell her to give me her club hanger.
Hold that.
I was trying. Oh, sorry. So any questions about that, guys? This is a very fun move to hit. This is definitely one of my back pocket moves. This is one of those moves a lot of people will say,
You walk me through it.
that doesn't work. Post on his head.
Pose on my head. Is that what?
Clear with your head. So like a head shuck. And then you post again, head shuck, and then on the third one, you throw it, step. Ooh! That was good.
Good job.
That was good right there. Any questions?
Tie his shoelaces
Give
together.
me a nickname.
Why you with this guy?
That's my
Why you with this guy?
My shoe.
Why him? Huh? He hits
So-
himself in the head.
We're gonna
Why you
play
with
with
this guy?
it. We're gonna play with it on our own, and then when we bring it back in, everyone's gonna be able to hit this on here at least once. Okay? Questions?
Oh, Coach Heffernan.
Concerns?
I got it.
He's from Ohio.
Play around, not you. Don't hurt anyone.
This guy's from Lakewood. Oh, that's my same head.
I meant to go.
Well, you know Iron Man? Yeah, so. Yeah. This is crazy. I grew up in this room. I know. Yeah, I bet. He's a wrestling nerd. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm not even falling for that.
Let's see it, guys. Step and roll. Rolling control. him back. Yes. Pull him over.
You get 2-on-1.
Nice. Post your arm. Guys, if you're getting thrown, be careful posting your arm. We do not want to post our arm and have it hurt.
Pull this arm back, pull this arm all the way back.
Pull it back.
Down.
On my back. There you go. Sag and pull.
Step your right leg.
Sag and pull. Sag and pull. On the mat is where we'll really throw him. And step. Step in. Step over here. Good. And now look, I want you to get your hip up. This hip to the ceiling, over his hip. Get your hip over here. And pull him over. So step deep and pull. Yeah! Good. And cover him. Good. Let's see it. Yep, head clear, and then nice. Oh my God, that was sick. Just make sure your leg. You start with your leg. Do it again. I'm not saying you can't do it that way, but don't start in a hole. You have this. That's it. Here. Post on your arm. Try to get your leg in front of you. Yeah. There. Nice. Good. I'm glad you didn't just pulse it. That was good. Raise your hand if you need help. Drilling. We're gonna do it on the mat.
Sean
in a
Harris.
second.
Wow.
What if you're not
Go
going
back.
to get it to try to set it up the wrist.
He was a stud. Nice.
Keep up. Move to his head.
Oh, I guess you have them. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. Good. You did it perfectly. That's right. Win, win.
So here.
Win, win.
Back.
See it.
Oh, there it is. I don't like, I do a little bit, but I don't think I'm like this.
Head clear again. Nice.
Here.
Go back to your 2-on-1.
There you go. Hip down, hip down, hip down. Right hip down, right hip down.
Over.
Hip it back.
Step. It's a good throw. Good throw. You guys. Don't hurt them. Don't hurt each other. Seriously. Trust me, you guys. Nice. Good step. Yeah. You guys need a chiropractor after this one.
Yeah. Johnny's a chiropractor. Why can't we go?
My dad.
Just step and do it again. Do it again. Step, throw it. 26. line up.
Wait, we each get 2 tries.
You're gonna line up. Hey, to do the move,
Chase my punch.
you're coming here, right? You're gonna come here, and you're going to throw it this way, step, and you gotta throw them onto the mat. You got plenty of room here. I almost want to even do it this way so you don't miss the mat. Okay. Ready? Take your time. We're gonna go nice and slow. Once everyone's gone, so post on his head. You don't, for this one, guys, you don't have to do the 3 clears. So you can do 1 clear, and you step, load. Nice! That was good. Okay, one more time. 2 on 1. Get your 2 on 1. Get your 2 on 1. Good. Post on his head. Step. Throw it. Throw it. Throw it through. No. Throw that arm. Yes. And then wait. Lock. Over his head. Over his head. Over his head. Lock. And then move it like that. I want you to step this way towards the blue mat. And then hold him over your head. Go. Nice. Good. Good job. Back in line. All right, you're up. 2 on 1. Turn. Face the mat. Post on his head. Clear it. Throw it through. Wait, you gotta throw that arm through. So throw it deep that way. So go back to the arm. Throw it through. Then step and launch him. Nice. Good. Good. Back in line. Let's see it. 2 on 1. Turn. Throw it through. And then step. Oh, no. Under. That right arm goes under his armpit. And lock your hands. And then step over his leg and throw him. Oh my God, that would have been nasty. That would have been guaranteed wheelchair there. That was, his feet were up there. That was a good one. 2 on 1, turn, throw it to the, post on his head, throw it to the space. Wait, oh, nice. Hey guys, if you want to do a regular headlock, that's fine. Obviously just the pinch is easier to get. But if you just want to get your hands to the arm and put them where you like them and throw, I'm also fine with that. Let's see it. Slim Shady, 2 on 1, throw it, post on his head, throw it to space. Hey, stay on his head. Now, stay on his head. You, stay posted. Step deep, Slim Shady. Step deeper over there. Hip over and pull him over that hip. Oh! That was a nice one. Do it, you go. Yeah, let him do it. Ready? 2 on 1. Get your 2 on 1. Good. Post on his head, partner. Clear. Clear. Throw it to space. Lock. Step in. Step in. Oh! Right on his head. That would have been. He would have been unconscious. Nice, nice. Good stuff, guys. 2 on 1. Face the mat, though. Face the mat. Throw it to space. Step. No!
That was a slow motion throw.
That was good. Back of the line. Good job. 2 on 1.
Post.
Post on his head.
Post on. No. All the 2 on 1, you post on that.
So back to your 2 on 1 post. Throw that to space. Yup. And then step. Nice. Good.
Brody.
Perfect. Good. And you helped his ankle.
This is right side.
Post on his head. Throw it. Throw it to space.
Other way.
Throw that arm. And then wait. Throw the arm that way.
This arm?
Throw that back. And then step across and lock it.
Now high on it, you freaking send.
You want this lock?
Now step up, hula hoop that way. Butt all the way through. Oh shit!
You would have paralyzed Johnny. Good. All right. Let's see it.
All right, Ryan. Rylan. Oh wait, tell him your nickname.
Tweedledee and Tweedledoo.
Boo and Dory.
Boo and Dory. She's got Dory vibes. Let's see it.
She does have Dory vibes. Very forgetful.
2-on-1. Get your 2-on-1. Good. Post on her head. Post on her head. Yes. Now turn and face the mat. Turn. Do a 180. You gotta face this mat. All the way. All the way.
There
Good.
you
Keep
go.
turning. Good. Now throw that arm to space and step up.
Oh!
But you
In
step
front.
behind.
In front. Yes!
Bring your lock up.
Oh!
That was nice.
That was sick.
That was like a judo non-apono or
Bro,
whatever.
I have to go.
No. We're gonna do it. Switch at the end. All right, we're coming back around. Take 2.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, good.
Good. Good. Wait. Yeah, post on his head. Step. And throw. Nice. Hey, you do it for me? Guys, other guy goes now. Other guy, other girl goes.
But I don't think
So
you're Joshua.
2-on-1. I'm gonna do 2-on-1. Good. Post on the head. Partner post on the head. Turn towards me. You guys turn towards me. Good. Now throw it to space. And then under, yeah, and lock it up. And step. And throw. Ooh, whipped it over so hard, he's gonna put you on your back. Be careful. Good. Good. Next group, let's go. Yes, once you do it the second time, drink, bathroom. 2-on-1, post on his head. Throw it through. Throw it through. Nope, lock, step. Oh, my God. Oh! Whipped him over. Good job, guys. I like that one. Partner, turn towards me. Post, throw it through. Step. He's going. You go to me. Oh! That was nasty. Oh, and he did a little dance on him.
Make me a
Let's see it. 2-on-1.
I gotta come up with it. What's your middle name? Michael? Michael. Let me think on it.
Oh, rock bottom.
Oliver, how do you feel?
Rock
How do you
bottom.
feel dancing the ground?
That was good.
No, I didn't get my.
Oliver, how do you feel?
Your hit the mat was close, but he went vertical.
Waiting for a
All right, let's see it. Who did not do it? How do you do it?
We both did it, so we go. Yeah, we have to do it.
No, I thought he didn't do it.
Wait, do we
He
each?
didn't get to go.
Big one. Do we each do it?
Oh, you did it over there?
We each do
All right, let
it
me see.
twice.
Yeah, you can do it twice. Let's see. 2-on-1. Hit your 2-on-1. Yup, get your tie. Yup, just like that. Post on his head. Key lock. Good. Throw it to space. Clear that head. Stay posted on his head. Head clear. Good head clear. Nice. Now throw it to space. Step across. Lock your hands where you want. Get that hip in. Butt up. Throw him. Throw him. Oh my God. Oh, that was a good one.
Wait, can I throw him?
Nah, you're gonna have to.
He gave me a question.
No, he's gone. He's up. He's up. I want to see my boy that cheering at this. Let's go. Oh, yeah, you go. Post on his head. Turn towards me. Turn towards me. Good. When you post on his head again, throw it through. Step across. Lock. But where's your legs? And then your lock has to be under his armpit. There you go. And then pop your hip up and make a dance. Oh! That was a good one. This group is sending, full send on the triplets over here. Let me see. He's gonna do it. Let him do it. Let him do it. Not on him. Do it on your partner.
I'll do it on who's.
Slim Shady, let me see. Slim Shady, let him do it on you. Come on, it's your. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Post on his head. 2-on-1. Post on his head. Turn towards me. Good. Post on his head. Head clear. Head clear. Toss it to space. Reach across. Step. Butt up. Butt up. Nice. Whipped him right across. Perfect. All right, this group. You still got 20 minutes to behave. Post on his head. Head clear. Throw it. Step deep. Deep. Nice. All right.
This makes him scared to get caught.
Dory. Let's go, Dory. 2-on-1. She posts on your head. You don't like that. Head clear it.
cover.
Nice. I clear again. She's annoying. She's messing up your brand new hair. Now throw that arm to space. Step across. Over, under, and step deeper. And whip her over. Good job. How you like them apples? How you like them apples? Good job. Everyone did it. Guys, 2-minute water bathroom break. 1, 2.
Mr. Head, that was bad.
You wish. You got it. Help yourself. Blackberries. You got blackberries.
Ready? I'll let you get a running start. Go. Ready? Go. Gotcha. That's physics. Time. Bring it back in. 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 All right. Sit your. Good job, guys. You guys are doing really good. We got like 5 moves done out of the Russian, and that headlock was very impressive. There should be something in this repertoire. Does anyone know where that word is from?
Russian.
Repertoire. So, in our repertoire of Russian moves, you guys have something for everyone, right? There was people with the 2-on-1, then you have a single, then you have a double, then you have a shuck, and you have a headlock. There's something in this for every single person. And if you don't like any of the moves, or you can't do any of the moves, what's one thing you can take with you for the rest of your camps and your whole career? Before that,
Having fun.
whenever you learn a move, there's a, what is that called? Unplug your toaster. So whenever someone teaches you a move, what are you going to say to yourself? Unplug the toaster. Small detail, big difference. So our last move that we're going to hit will be one of my favorite moves. I need to get back. It's my boy today. This guy is going to show. We're going to show the WSHC. Does anyone want to guess what it stands for? If they guess it correctly, I'll give them this watch.
Oh, I thought you meant.
Except that. I'll even give you the first 2. HG stands for high crotch. What is the WS?
Wait.
It means blank blank high crotch.
Oh, wait. So the first C is high C.
What does WS stand for?
With WS.
No one's gonna guess? WS.
Windshield swiper. Windshield swiper.
Psych.
Wacky super.
It's the world's slowest high crotch.
Told you already.
Right? This was the attack that I wanted to get to. I think one of the biggest difference, guys, between high school and college is that in high school, and college kind of used to be like this until we had a jump in technique, film, and periodization, which is like how people train. And that was the difference between moves and positions. So if you wrestle guys who are good in high school, or even good in college 30 years ago, they had moves, right? If you look back there, Wade Chalice had one move, a chin whip, right? Gene Mills, does anyone know what his move was? The half Nelson. How many half Nelsons do you see in college now? Not too many, right? Because in high school, it's about moves. Oh, hey, this guy, he's got a good dunk. Watch out for it. This guy's got a good underhook, right? In college, you evolve past just moves, and it becomes about positions, right? You're wrestling a funky guy. Hey, watch the funk, because he's good in funky positions. Or, hey, this is a Greco guy, so I don't want to get upper body. That's a position. Or, hey, this guy, leg rider. What don't I want to do? Go down, right? The higher level of wrestling is about getting to your good positions better than he can get to his good positions. So the 2-on-1 neutralizes people and puts them in our happy place, right? And you have so many different attacks here that we have to finish with the ultimate game of chess, right? We said 2-on-1 in wrestling is like speed chess. So 2-on-1, go. He steps on my face. I mean, with his hand, he poses on my face. Go. Now, I kind of want to hit one of my moves. But he knows all the moves are coming because we played chess before. So what is he going to do? He's going to circle away from me. And then he, oh my God, it's a new game of chess. He's never hit me with this maneuver. If I panic here without thinking it's the same position, watch what happens. If I just go, oh, it's the same position, right? I'm just going to hit my double. Watch what happens. I go, boom, here, underhooks. And he's going to flip me to my back. Take me to Waffle House, right? So, it's a new position. We have to adapt. Speed chess continues. So I'm here, 2-on-1. Boom, he posts on my head. Boom, circles towards me. I need to come up with a new move. So what do I do here? I'm going to show you guys. I take my left leg and I put it forward, right? His left leg will be forward. Post your left leg forward. Understand this, guys. If my left leg is forward and his right leg is forward, I won't do this move. You got to pretend your left foot and his left foot are having a conversation, right? If I say to him, "What's up, you ugly Nike shoe?" Right? He needs to be able to speak back to me in English, right? If my right foot's forward, I'm going to be like, right? Can he speak that? No. He doesn't speak Spanish. So I got to switch. My left foot forward, his left foot's forward. Now we can have a conversation. And the conversation's going to be me and me. So, watch what I do here, guys. Left foot forward, it meets his left foot. Guess who's making a comeback? Pac-Man. American Pac-Man. Making a comeback. And watch what I do here, guys. I attack his elbow. Right? When I attack his elbow, the reason we call this world's slowest high cross is because it looks like it's slow motion. I Pac-Man my hand. I attack this straight arm. Remember, I don't want this bent. I want him to think he's safe. And he's safe when this arm is nice and straight. I'm going to use it against him. And all I'm going to do here, Pac-Man my hand, and look. Feed him his own arm. Make him look like an elephant for like 2 seconds. Put a little trunk on him. So watch. Elephant, right? He's got the trunk in his, he's a crazy elephant, right? Running around, arm attached to his face. And when I make this elephant stampede, I'm going to boop, comb my hair and step in for my high crotch. When I step in for my high crotch, I go key in the lock, lock the door. Key in the lock, lock the door. My parents say, hey, go downstairs, lock the door. And you put the key in the lock like this and go to sleep. What's going to happen? You're going to still gonna break in, you're gonna be in trouble the next morning. Because we gotta lock the door, job's not finished. Key in the lock, lock the door. And once it's locked, then I can put my other hand in, get strong here, cut to two. This is why we have cauliflower ears. Cut to two, right? I'm driving, my hips are in, and I take it to his back. Right? So one more time. We're playing speed chess. Boom. 2-on-1. He goes to my head. He steps towards me. His left leg is forward. My left leg is forward. Pac-Man making a comeback. Make him look like an elephant. I don't know. That's my best elephant impression. Right? He looks like an elephant. When he looks like the elephant, we poach. Right? I step. I shoot my high C here and comb my hair. Big step outside. Hips are in. Remember, we don't walk around like this all day. Right? We gotta get our hips in. I'm strong here. Chest up. Switch. Cauliflower ear. Play around with it. You guys got it?
Yeah.
If we do this right, we could finish with a game. Ready? 1, 2. And I'll show you a picture of the penguin, but only if you get it right. Only if you guys get this right. Otherwise, no penguin picture. Post on your head. Post on his head. Left leg forward. Left leg forward. Both guys, left leg forward. Good. Now, release at the wrist. Grab it out. Grab the elbow. I'll hold this for you. Shoot high speed. Nice. Yeah, now let me do it.
I think him and Hulk are partnering together on it.
Let's see it, boys. 2-on-1. Post on his head, partner. Post on his head, partner. Left foot forward. Yes.
Mo never call out Palacio.
That's a big mistake for him. That little giraffe. Let's see it, boys. 2-on-1. Partner. Post on his face. Face. Good. And circle. Face. Circle to the front. Get your back a little bit. And then put your left leg forward. Now, here, straighten this on. Tap that
Yeah,
up.
but no, yeah.
Now, when I hold it for you, you're going to use your leg. I'm going to hold it so you shoot a high stick. Yeah, nice. And double two. Yeah, good. Good job. You got it. You guys messing with me. She's always messing with me because you don't get it. That was good. Try to go inside. So, close to Oh, okay. 2-on-1. Nice attack. Hey, left arm goes in though for the high C. So get your left arm out of there. And then shoot the high C. Add it in. So when this is passing, that goes in. Yeah. Take him down. Nice takedown. Get your 2-on-1. Get your 2-on-1. What side do you like? This one? Instead, you put them in a 2-on-1. What side do you like the 2-on-1? You like this one? Or that one? Okay. Grab this hand, peel it off. Good. Post on his head. Post on his head. And put your right leg forward, so face it. Other way. You put your right leg forward. Nice. Now, point it in between the knees. You're going to let go here. Let go of this one. I'll hold this for you on the elbow. Elbow. But no, with this one. Let go of this. One is grabbing. I'm going to hold this for you. You're going to shoot a high crotch with that. Yes! Oh, nice! And then cut the two. Good! I see. Go. Nice. What do you double leg? Good job. You guys got it. Post it. Other arm goes in. Other arm goes in. Yes. Good. Get your hips in. Touch the chin. Time! Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Bring it back in. Alright, I'll show you guys a picture. Hey, stay over there. Back up. I don't need you guys creeping on my camera. Let's see if I find it.
That's just been my nickname.
Alright, you guys ready? Stay over there. I'm going to show you one time and that's it. Okay? You guys ready?
Oh, no.
Oh, that was it. You think that's funny?
You had the Cornell dream?
I did have the Cornell dream. Okay, now I'm going to do it one more time. Because this time you guys got to be like, oh, you were so fat. Alright, ready? So you can be me. Ready? Alright, you guys ready to see me as a kid?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Well, I'm Jack now, so. Can you tell me? Bring it in, boys and girls. Listen, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. I had a blast. More penguin stuff, more Johnny stuff, technique, and we'll play some World Cup elimination. Right? Did you guys have the hockey sticks last year or one?
Yeah, not anymore.
Good, honestly. You guys were hitting each other. I said back then, Palacio was speeding. We'll break it down. Hey, guys, remember you're here in the summer. I know that it drags on a little bit, but I promise you when your career is over, none of you are going to look back and say, I wish I worked less hard. Right? You're going to wish you worked more. That's what's going to happen, you know. And like John likes to say, no one leaves the sport completely unscathed without their heart broken. We can minimize the heartbreak if we put in the most amount of effort consistently, right? So you come here, put your hours in, invested, it's in your investment account, you come back, put more hours in, and then during the season, we get our dividends. Okay? So break it down. You guys did really good today. Had a little fun, told some stories, little bumps and bruises, and we'll do it again tomorrow. The sun will come up. Ready?
Olaf. Whatever you want to say on 3, but here's the thing. Olaf, look at me. It can't be wrestling related. It can't be rated R. It can be anything that exists in the world. It could be hamburgers. It could be bananas. He's got one. We just said something racist. Leave it up. Leave it up. Yeah.
You said you would give me a big
I'm never forced to adopt the wrestlers.
Yeah, that's not.
That's what I'm coming for. Yeah.
Hey. It's like 3 years ago. Thanks.
Oh, hey! Coach DiJulius' birthday. Oh, my God. Hey, let's go. Hey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Johnny. Happy birthday to you. Good job.
39. 39.
good. It's easy over there. Promise. I have no idea. I'm gonna run this stuff. Next time.
Your name is not on lead.
I love that. I know.
You're awesome, man. You guys do great.
Dude, did you walk your shoes? What? Did you walk your
Higher. Down, Nolan.
Hey, you guys want to see me shadow box?
Yeah. I'll be on page.
Check it.
Well, no, shadow boxing.
Well, I'm there.
Did you get your other shoes out? You wear your shoes out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
My fault, that's fine.
I think that's half the battle. Oh yeah, I went down. I went. That's like swan that did. I'm going down. Then I want you to know I'm now going up. Yeah.
Oh, no way!
Fire shot. Fire shot.
You need to get your shoes out.
Are you trying to listen?
Shoes out your bag.
Oh my god!
I didn't know.
Oh, the movie. Okay.
Hey, he's a cheater. Go. Everybody, yeah, where's the ball?
Yeah. Okay. You too? Yeah. They both committed to being here. They said maybe they'll get so get back up here. Appreciate it. Sam, so far, so thanks for the.
Going out.
Be up here tomorrow?
Okay.
And we'll have some other things. Great, good, so. And,
I should have hit him with the glizzy.
No, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah.
Hayden. I'm sorry those guys weren't very funny. You didn't laugh once the whole night. But I was laughing just watching you laugh. You should have seen how hard he was. Oh my God. I'll send you some. He was cracking up. Very hilarious. Laugh? Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to send you. You did a good job.
It was pretty late last night.
Thank you.
Check over.
All right,
What do you think?
Joe said you can come tomorrow.
Alright. You want me to go yourself? I'll stop.
You can go to Brennan, you can go to Dom, I'll find something. Maybe Imran.
John, let me give you.
Yeah, you beat. Hold on, what's that? Hold on, I'll go you next.
Supposed to be there. Should have glizzy him. No.
Let this guy go home, guys.
Yeah, let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Oh, it's not. Oh, let him go see this game.
It's your birthday.
We got him. Marshall. Marshall got
On him, guys. Here. All of you gotta leave. See you there. Oh no! My shoes!
Clean up your trash. There's Cheetos. Clean up your trash.
Oh, okay.
Get your lunch bags.
He's crazy with it.
Johnny.
Marshall, peace.
Hey, shut up, Victor.
Here, I'll try. Can I do it?
I didn't do anything. No, I didn't do anything.
I did you wet?
No, I haven't.
Lock in. Hey, I'm gonna tie it up, cuz.
Lock in.
Okay, you go.
Yeah, got you one time. Yeah. Okay, got it.
I got him too. Oh, okay. Suck the glizzy. Yo, I found. Cupcake. I got
Cupcake, that's
actually, yeah. And then he tried doing it to me, and I still.
was that Irfan's name? Cupcake?
Yeah.
Iron Man.
That's yours?
Hold me that freaking
I want to get one tomorrow.
Okay, dang, man. I would have fixed it up, sorry.
All right, I'm out of enough's enough. That's good. That did go fast.
It did go so fast.
I thought. But it goes a lot faster when you're not the one.
Yeah.
Huh?